Welcome back, everybody. Welcome if you're new. Today we're in the 358 modifieds here at Volusia. Track came in super clean, so we're really just trying to wear it in before qualifying. Some people ran a really good time though. The fastest time I ran was a 2:06 in my last practice, but that was when the track was actually like worn in enough to have the grip. 8 car is super fast, it seems like, so hopefully we can try to get some of that speed here in qualifying. Track's a lot of fun. There was a lot of people that registered for this race too. I think there was like around 40 people that registered. Usually there's not that many people registering for these 358 modifieds, so that's pretty cool. But hopefully we can have a pretty good race. Hopefully the track gets worn in a good bit. Try to stick right along the bottom, keep the car as straight as you can. Try not to get the back end too far out. I let off a little bit in these corners. Try to keep the back end like behind me and keep the car moving forward. Okay, I ran a 195. That worked out very well. I'm actually really shocked by that. 7 car ran a 122. Damn, that's a fast lap. This lap won't be nearly as fast because we don't have the run-in for the lap. 2 car ran a 168. Second lap ran a 417, which makes sense. Like you're slower on your second lap when you don't have the run-in. But that's a fast time. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with the 195. Didn't run a sub 2 in my whole last practice or anything, so happy with that. Hopefully we can stay somewhat up here. There's still about like 4 more people to qualify, so I'll pick it up when we get ready to go green. Alright, all we did was fall back 1 spot to 4th, which isn't too bad. At least we're somewhat up front still. And Happy New Year's to all of you guys. It's beginning of 2022 now. Today is the Saturday that is the 1st, so Happy New Year's to all of you guys. Hopefully you guys stayed safe out there, didn't blow off your hand like Jason Pierre-Paul. And hopefully we can have a good year of racing. Waiting on a couple people to join up. Nope, they're in now. Cool. But if you guys enjoy this kind of racing, hit that like and subscribe if you want to see some more. Trying to get better at these 358 modifieds still. I don't know why, like in the race I usually screw up more than when I'm in like qualifying or practice, because like when I'm around more cars in a race setting I hit the gas more and it usually makes you slower because you're usually more sideways at that point then, and just slows you down overall. I need to do what I did in qualifying and just like 3/4 throttle it, half throttle it in the corners, keep the car straight under me and try to keep up my speed. Hopefully we can have a pretty good jump here. Even though we're on the outside lane, we'll see how good of a jump we can get out here. And hopefully we can stay in the top 5 on the start. Depending on how good the second place gets a jump with the leader.
Alright, boys and girls, great job so far this week. Really proud of all the effort put in by everybody for a great...
Gonna have to try to run like a little low in 1 and 2 to try to somewhat pinch down the guys in the bottom, so we can try to keep our momentum up on the higher lane, since the whole track is pretty clean. Just got to be careful with it too. Don't want to get wrecked. There's no cautions. Let's try to get a good jump here. Hopefully the 2 car goes pretty quickly when the 7 goes. I think I got bumped from behind or something, but I never even felt it. I just saw it pop up at the top. Oh god, I don't want to be 3 wide, and I'm getting hit from behind too. I was trying to back out of that because they were closing up. Gotta try to do what we can while we're out here. So I do feel like I can make passes out here because you can kind of pinch them down and they can't get a run off of a corner as much. Because you can run anywhere on the track and have grip. It's just a matter of how straight can you keep your car in these corners. Hopefully we can get to the outside of the 6.
Come on, 9, what are you doing, retard?
Okay then. 10 car is the only one to not qualify. He just readied the race.
Why would you just try turning me like that? You saw in front of you,
he didn't want things to happen. He should have qualified. And now we have a lap car here. Hopefully we stay out of the way, yes. Trying to work this middle lane where this grip is.
No one tried to turn you, bro.
Got up to 3rd now. That's nice.
You just did.
I'm actually shocked that we got all the way back up to third there. I really thought off that first corner we were going to fall back some. Because we got almost 3 wide. I got bumped from behind. Luckily, everybody kept it going pretty well. Try to run like a low in. Try to keep the car straight high off.
Thanks, Dave, for being in late, man.
I have no clue what he just said. 7 cars being very consistent in this upper lane. It's going to be hard to pass if you can't get to the outside of them. Unless you can throw a slider. That's going to be the main thing. Because the track probably will wear out by the end of it. 30 laps, we're already on lap 8 now. Probably was 7 for a second, just ticked over. Trying to pull away from the guys behind us. They're battling a little bit. Trying to get to the outside of the 2 car. Might have just did it. Yes, we did. Nice. Okay. Thank you. He put us in the wall. Either he didn't realize, or his spotter didn't tell him, or he doesn't use a spotter, I don't know, but he definitely went to the outside of him, didn't know he was going to keep coming up. Because I was like my front wheel to his back wheel, and I wasn't like trying to dive him in a corner or anything at that point. I was just on the straightaway. Thought he was going to stay lower. Hopefully they didn't screw up our steering at all either. Oh god, lap cars. Gotta watch out for them. You never know where they're going. He like started going low and then jumped back high. Damn it, 4 car got to our outside because of that. That's unfortunate because he caught the lap car at a better spot. He's gonna probably get by us from the momentum. That's unfortunate. That lap car really screwed us up bad. I think that's the 8 car I just left. He was very fast in practice. He screwed up his qualifying some, probably ended up in a wreck. I'm just disappointed that we got put in the wall because I had such a good run on the outside of the 2. And I thought I was going to be able to battle him for second and get by him. He's lucky he didn't get turned into the wall with the way that he hit us there because I thought it was going to clip him and turn him right. But I feel like we're pretty fast right now. Ooh, don't hit the wall. I had to get out of it. I straightened out a little early. As I said, we felt like we were fast. Oh my god, I just ran a 16.898. Wow, okay. That's the fastest I've ran so far. This like mid lane is super fast. I've never really like ran it like this before because usually when I get into a practice and stuff, it's already worn out to begin with. And just keeping it like 3/4 throttle or half throttle is super fast up here. You're just keeping the grip and the car as straight as you can. Definitely a little bit faster than these guys in front of me. Just so tough to pass. Right there, I stayed in the throttle a little bit too hard, like I said I did in the beginning of the race. I said that was what my problem in these cars usually is. 2 car almost got into the leader there. Had to check up so that I didn't run him back to the back of the 4. Got too high here in this corner. Back end just kicked out. Because we're all just like accordion effect, like up here. It's just a big accordion effect when we're all on top of each other like that. Now we're going to come into lap traffic with about 12 to go. Lap traffic's going to be huge on how you get by it or where they go. One guy's in the wall. They are wrecking. Left, right, center. They got by that a little bit more cleaner than I did. The 6 car got by it a lot cleaner than I did because I was checking up a lot there. Did not want to end up in a wreck. This is like the most I've seen lap cars affect the 358 race in a long ass time. They're with the 9 car.
Why do you keep taking everyone on the fucking track out?
I think the 6 might have gotten into the 9. I don't 100% know. That's the only thing I could think of because he was the only one around the 9. Now there's a lap car straight in front of the leader. I went too high again. I keep going too high into turn 1. I keep screwing up my line. It's like everybody's right in front of you. It's hard to see. Lap car's really trying to stay on the lead lap in front of the 7. That's going to slow him up a little bit. Now everybody's going to start getting too wide. Less than 10 to go. This is going to be a very interesting finish. Oh, Jesus. He checked up hard. Did not want to get into the back of the 2 there. Everybody's so on top of each other, it's crazy. I don't think I've had this close of a 358 modified race like ever. Like with so many people, like the top 5 is pretty much right on top of each other. 4 car about to get in the back of the 2, everybody's checking up. Lap car still up high. Peter's trying to get by him, everybody's accordioning. There's a 7 car threw a slider on the 5 and it really checked up everybody. But now the lap car's on the bottom, hopefully we can get by. He doesn't come up. Please get to the outside of him 4, thank you. Hopefully he just stays low, doesn't slide up here. Super close off the corner. He kept slowly sliding up. Jesus Christ. Not trying to get in the 4 there at all, but the 5's like right on my ass too. Trying to keep up my speed, but I just lost a ton of ground because of that. 5 car was just super sideways in the bottom and kept sliding up into us almost. Need to try to catch these guys in the last couple laps if we can. Still feel really fast though. This is like the fastest I've felt in a 358 before. Because usually I'm just like, I'm okay on like a newer track and then the track starts to wear out and I usually fall off with the track. But I guess Volusia is just kind of like a good track for me in these cars. Or I'm just understanding the throttle a little bit more and being more patient with it. I've been trying to learn these cars a long ass time and it's been a struggle. I'm just like really impatient with throttle on dirt. Especially these cars. Oh, we only got 1 more lap and I'm not close enough to do anything really. I've been like slowly catching the 4. We'll see if the 2 tries to throw a slider into the last corner or the 4 does on the 2. I don't think anything crazy is gonna happen here. Does not look like it. A good race. That was a great race up front. Crazy with the lap traffic. That was a lot of fun. I'll take 4th. We started 4th, got up to 3rd. Wish we wouldn't have gotten put in the wall by the 2, because I think we could have competed for the win there, for sure. So that's unfortunate, because I want to go back and see that, because we had a good run on the outside of the 2. That's just really unfortunate. But the 4 car took advantage, and he just ran his line and got into 3rd and held it. But let's go back. Where was that? It was probably a slow lap in the middle. Yeah, we're probably right there. Yeah, that's what it was. Because the 2 car went really low. I had a really good run on the outside lane here. He stayed low. I got to his outside, definitely. I was like almost at his wheel and he just came up off the straightaway. I wasn't expecting him to do that. Like I thought he was going to stay right here because we were definitely on his outside, but he just kept coming up. He's lucky he didn't get turned like head on and get wrecked. And I'm lucky we didn't get wrecked as well, so that was just unfortunate altogether. But the 4 car was all the way back here. He really started coming up. I think the lap car, yeah, that's what screwed us over. The lap car really hurt us. In the beginning of this race was crazy too. Like we almost went 3 wide here off of turn 2. I was trying to check up to not get squeezed because the 6 was coming up, 2 was coming down. 3 car got in the back of me. Like everybody just started banging right there. That was crazy. I didn't want to get in a huge wreck off the start. But let's see any incidents going on through this race. 5 car sliding up, getting hit by the 11. Did he slide up like right off the last corner? Like on the start? Oh no, this is lap 2 already. Okay, so never mind. I don't know. 5 car goes in. I think he thinks he's going to be fine coming up off the corner, and he's definitely clear, but the 11 goes low. The 5 car goes back low. I either block him or go into the corner and get spun. Everybody's just hitting each other there, trying to avoid the wreck. 8 car gets into the 3 there a little bit, it looks like. And then the 3 gets into the wall. 8 car dives. Nothing else is going to happen, it looks like. 8 car might slide up into him. Nope, oh yeah. 3 car stayed really low and hit his back end on the front right of the 8. 11 car, oh, that's what happened in this wreck. Oh, no, we didn't see this. But the 11 car just like completely got sideways. I don't know what the hell happened to him. He went just really hard into this corner. Oh, he ran into the back of the 5 because the 5 car was a little straighter than sideways. and the 11 car just sent it into the corner. So that was unfortunate for everybody behind him. 12 car just straightened into the corner. 3 car looked like he's trying to retaliate on him straight afterwards, trying to like take him out. 12 car just runs over the 5. 8 cars wrong place, wrong time. 11 car wrong place, wrong time. 13 has nowhere to go either. That's just a pile up and a half. Like, he just stuck there and everybody just run into it. I think the 3 car is going to probably try to get back at the 12 there. He gets into him there. He's definitely trying to take him out. Like, he's taking a lower angle and turning right, going straight up into him. That's just a dick move. Like, yeah, he got into you once, and the 5 car just gets into... There's so many people in this race. Like, there was 40-something people that registered, and we had, what, like 14? So there's probably 3 splits. So it's probably a decent strength of field, I would think. Like, so many of the higher numbers, like 3, 5, like, they're just running over people. Yeah, 3 car just intentionally wrecking the 9 at that point. He got DNF'd out. He got too many incidents, and this is after the race, it looks like. So, yeah, that's it. Did the 3 car... Yeah, he... DNF'd out. The 5 car was super close. It was super clean up front for the most part. The 7 had 0x, the 2 car had 0x, and I had a 0x, and the 4 had a 0x as well. So it was super clean up front. That was a lot of fun overall up there, because we had a real tight battle for a while. I can't believe I ran a freaking 16.898 on this lap though. Like, I wonder if that was the fastest lap of the race, because I had a really good line apparently. Like, just stayed super straight through that corner. I think 3 and 4 is where I really gained it for some reason. 4 cars slid up. I'm just, like, right on the edge, and my car stayed really straight. That's the fastest I've definitely ever ran in these cars here, so I was shocked by that. Ran a couple 16.9s, too. So I was running really well. I'm shocked by that. That's the fastest I've ever ran in a 358, like, consistently. So we definitely ran really well. Where was the 5 car, like, in front of the 7? Oh, I need to put an apostrophe. Because if you don't use a mirror spotter, you wouldn't really see it coming. Yeah, no harm, no foul. At least he apologized and like explained why. It makes more sense now. But yeah, they 5. They set car high, we make contact. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, it's hard to keep an eye on the relative and stuff in these races. All right, I need to go back to this because I completely forgot what was going on. I was trying to message him. 7 cars trying to get by the lap car here. 5 cars just holding the fast lane. And the 7 had to throw a slider on him sooner or later. And it just messed up everything. But we were having a tight race up front. Like, the top 5 of each other at this point were all on top of each other. 7 goes in, throws a slider. The 2 car checks up. That's what it was. I thought the 2 ran into the 5, but he didn't. He just checked up hard. He checked up a little harder than he needed to, really. Because right here he checks up. The 4 is not expecting to check up. I barely missed the 4. And then the 6 barely misses me. So it all worked out, really. But the 2 car checked up a little hard. And then we all got by the 5 relatively easy after that. And then we had another wreck up here. Where did that happen at? Because that messed up a lot of people, too, I feel like. It was in turn 1. Where was it? Oh no, it already happened at this point. Okay, that was before that. Where was it though? He has a big gap at that point. So did it already happen? Because he might have gotten through that a little easier than us. Or not, I don't really know. I don't remember where the hell it happened at, to be honest. Because that screwed up a lot of people. Right there is where it happened. Okay. That was with the, what was it? The 3 getting into people, I think. Oh, no, the 5. That's when the 5 ran over the 3. That's what happened. That screwed all of us up back here. I checked up, trying to just miss everything. I don't get through it as well as the 6 does. The 7 car got through it really well up there, so... That was a tight race overall. It was really fun. The top 5 of us were on top of each other the whole time, pretty much. So that was the closest 358 race I've had. So hopefully that's kind of... Oh, Jesus. 3 cars took out the 9 there. Hopefully that's indicator for this year, having some great racing, because that was a lot of fun. All of us were on top of each other and keeping it pretty clean up front. And 2-car got into me in the wall, but his spotter was kind of late. On dirt, the spotters are a little slow, to be fair. So, and he wasn't using the mirror, he said, for like the second race ever. Yeah, second race without a mirror. So it is tough at that point. I don't blame him at all. Trying to make it more realistic at that point. But I definitely am not going to go without a mirror unless I'm just doing a challenge for a race or something just to see. Because that would be very tough. I would probably wreck a lot of people trying to get back into the higher lane or something like that. So I understand what happened there and everything, so it makes sense. So I don't put any blame. Well, I do put blame on them, but at the same time I don't. It's hard to, if you're not used to that, it's definitely tough. But we finished 4th, car number 1. I don't know how the iRating is going to go because the 7 car is going to gain a good amount, winning the race being car number 7. It's out of 14 people in this race. Might gain or lose the slightest bit of iRating, but I'm not that worried about it. That was a great fun race, so I can't be mad about it. So let's go see what we end up getting out of the results. Alright, results in. Strength field was almost 2,300. There was like 3 different splits like I thought. There was a lot of people that registered for this race. So I'm kind of surprised with how some of the like people raced in this race, because there was some higher iRatings. I did have the fastest lap of the race. Wow, I'm very shocked by, I'm not by the time really, but I was shocked by the time I ran. But I actually ran like a 9:10 and a 9 something else too. So I think I was like faster than on a couple laps, which is really nice. I felt really quick there, and I'm very shocked with that. We gained 2 iRating, which is nice as well. Back up to our max safety, which is awesome. Don't have to worry about that hardly ever, because it always goes back to max at some point. But really happy with the fast lap, because usually I'm like one of the slower cars once the track gets worn in, and it was lap 13 I ran my fastest lap, and that's around where a lot of people ran their fastest laps, to be fair. But that was a lot of fun. That was probably the best I've done in one of these cars, and that was probably one of the closest races I've ever had with the certain amount of people we were racing for the spots. We were having 5 people race, all for a position within a second of each other. In like the mid of the field, and still right at the end I was within a second of the leader, but I kind of got screwed up from the lap cars a little bit, and then the 6 car fell off me at the very end too. So that was a very fun race. That was probably the best kind of race I could have asked for to start this year, because that was a lot of fun. 7 car gained a ton of iRating. That's awesome. And 2 car, what is he at? 3,500. So that's not bad. What was the 3? He was at 27, like mid 27s. He was trying to get up to 3K, but he had a big loss there from just getting disqualified and getting too many incidents. What is his? He's a mid C, so that kind of makes some sense in a way. He has good iRating, but his safety sucks. Maybe he just doesn't race anything to advance his license or something like that. I'm not sure. I wanted to get to an A just so I didn't have to worry about it, and I could race whatever the hell I want. I did that on the oval side and on the dirt side. I don't really mess with road. I have my road license as like a C, because I needed to get to a C to run the 24 hours of Daytona like 4 years ago or something with some people. I had to get it to a C to do that, and so it's been sitting there since then. And then dirt road I haven't really done hardly at all. It's still a D, so I've only done like a handful of races in those. But I know that they have some fixed races now, so I might dabble in that every now and then if I have more time. But this was the best 358 race I could have asked for to start this year, like I've said. Probably the best one I've ever had as well. So that was a lot of fun. Just like competition-wise, how close everybody was, and actually how I performed. I'm very happy with myself. I was more patient on the throttle, and it paid off. So need to remember that for more tracks when I run these, and be more like persistent on doing that and not get too anxious and hit the gas, because that helped out a lot. But appreciate you guys for watching as always. Hopefully you guys have a great New Year's, like I said earlier, and hopefully the beginning of this year starts out well and it can continue through the whole year for you guys. But appreciate you guys for watching as always. Let me know if you guys ran this in this week and how it went, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.